Hi guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. This is Inga, I'm Inga, and thank you for joining me for this reading for the week of January 14, 2018, and Happy New Year. Happy belated New Year. I'm here with my daughter who surprised me, who happens to be a Virgo, and this is the reading that we will do right now is for Virgo. I'm really excited about this. Even though she's here, I'm not reading her energy. I'm just reading the general energy for Virgo in the first part of the reading. And in the second part, I will be approaching or broaching into the topic of love, relationships, or the desire for partnerships, close partnerships. I don't know why I feel the need to say that now. I haven't had that for any other video. But I kind of consider these readings to be unisex. If I say he or she, please balance it out with your own situation. Would appreciate that. And so let's just get right into this and see what's going on. Okay. I have some big cards. I was using the little ones. I'm getting a little bit tired and I'm fighting recovery from... Well, I'm not fighting. I'm fighting a little bit of a cold, but I had a really bad case of laryngitis that came quite suddenly, and yeah. So this is the general energy for Virgo for the week of January 14, 2018. You were, and I put that in the past tense because I feel it more strongly in the past tense, that you were bound, you were bound to an agreement, you were bound to a feeling of duty, you were bound to a feeling of tradition, you were bound to feeling like you had to do something because you gave your word. You feel obligated to do something. Yeah, and you still feel a bit of this, but you're breaking out of it. Yeah, you don't owe anybody anything. You don't belong to anybody. You belong to yourself, and you have to react and keep a type of singularity to you, how you do things, how you execute things now. Coming up into this new year, this is the general feeling I have for that. Let's keep it going, guys. Yeah, okay. Next up we have the King of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Swords. And you have had to deal with a busybody, or you are dealing with a busybody. Somebody who's trying to start a little bit of trouble in your situation. Somebody who doesn't mind making a little bit of trouble in your situation. And I think somebody who's putting on a bit of a false front. They give a front like they're helpful. They give a front like they want to help. They give a front like they care. They give a front like they're a little bit sincere. But watch out, because this person is playing some games with you, being a bit manipulative. Maybe coming up with some ideas about how to get you back like this again. That's kind of the general plan. How do I get him or her back again? Where I want them, where I can deal with them and handle them how I want to. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. What's going to happen, or what this plan is, or what's happening around this. Yeah. Okay. Let me look at this for a second, guys. This is interesting because we have the Lovers, we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Cups. And this is about, again, breaking away from agreements, but breaking away from obligations. Maybe you gave your word that you're going to do something, but sometimes it doesn't work out like that, especially when you know that something will not be of a benefit to you. It's not going to help with your own spiritual progression. It's not going to help with the progression of who you are. It doesn't fit with your ideas anymore. Things change. People change. Ideals change. And if you have an agreement with somebody and they break that agreement in some way, you are not necessarily obligated to continue on with that. Sometimes you have to take a break, recognize, hey, something's gone wrong. Something's gone wrong, and it's time for me to make a bit of a course correction and see what I need to do now. What decisions do I need to take now that are going to be beneficial for me? Yeah, and that's what we're dealing with right now. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video for a second and take a sip because my voice is going. And I'm going to continue on with the love portion of the reading. I'm going to see if my little protege over here will stop the video for me so I don't have to reach over for the camera. And I'll be right back with you guys. Just a second. Thanks. Okay, guys, I'm back again. Sorry about that. Hope you had a happy holiday. I hope 2018 is treating you well. I hope you're looking forward to the changes for good and bad, because you know it takes a balance of both energies to achieve and recognize what we want and need in our life. And so for love, for Virgo, wanting it. Somebody's looking for some action in terms of it, not necessarily seeking it, but wanting it, wanting a connection, wanting a strong partner, wanting somebody who says what they will do and do what they will say, do what they say. What am I trying to say? Somebody who keeps their word, somebody who doesn't break agreements, yeah? So I feel Virgo is looking for a strong partner, yeah? So we have the Hermit, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Chariot, the Magician, the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So something is signifying to me as a redo, a restart, starting over, fresh start. Knowing there's a need to make a fresh start. And being very determined about how you're going to make that fresh start. You kind of know where you should go, what you should do to quickly manifest, to quickly bring about what you want in terms of a relationship. Yeah. In terms of life in general, because I don't see so much about a relationship here. I see more this concept of dealing with and managing past pain and disappointment and hurt, broken agreements. People dishonoring you in some way, yeah. And kind of picking up the pieces of things that have fallen apart. Picking up the pieces again and finding a way to move on. You've thought about it. I think you recently ended something, or somebody recently ended something with you. But you quickly picked up the pieces. You quickly picked up your pace. Yeah, you had some fire under your foot, fire under your butt, and you quickly picked up the pace and kind of jumped back out there. You're like, hey, okay. I get it. I get it. Didn't work. But I'm moving on. I'm moving on. This was under the Knight of Wands. I'm moving on. I'm not dealing with this. I don't have to. No, who said I have to? Nobody said I had to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that. I have to think about it. And you thought a lot about it because whoever this was, whoever this person was, you did like them. You liked them well enough, and they seem to be quite amazing or have some gifts or talents that you found interesting. But it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, and I think they disappointed you too much. They broke their word. They broke their word. Fancy talker. Quick talker. Somebody who's a quick talker. Quick maneuvering, quick talker. Yeah, can talk you into anything. And maybe this person talked you into agreements that overshot your own boundaries about what you expected and wanted for yourself. And then at some point you realize, okay, this isn't going anywhere for me. I'm back. I'm going backwards. I'm going backwards, yeah. This is lined up like this, guys. Let me try to get that. I have the big cards in there in German. So if you see odd writing at the bottom, that's what you're dealing with here. Sorry, let me see. This was the first one. This was the second and third. So It's like this element of feeling like you're going backwards. The knight is riding backwards, and you realize, okay, if I want to achieve the things that I want for my life, I can't look back. Even the King of Wands is looking back. The Hermit is faced backwards. You realize, I can't look back no more. I have to look forward. I have to look forward for the things I want. Yeah. And it's going to hurt a little bit because I have to give up some things that I thought I wanted. But when you get that clarity, maybe you lose some things, but the clarity is worth a lot. Clarity in your emotions and feelings and for what you desire for yourself is important. And it means a lot more than having a lot of false promises and a lot of empty promises. Yeah, so, and you figure that out. And you're ready to move on. You're going to move on. You have already started the process very quickly of moving on from that and finding your way. And you're not necessarily seeking a new relationship because I think you are taking some time to recover. Some time to refocus what you want for your future. And trying to get the drive and motivation to do it. You got to get some motivation back. You got to get that drive back. Yeah, and you're getting it. You're going to get it. Yeah. So I think that's what I have for you guys. It's a little bit short because these are the first videos that I'm putting out. They will be different probably in the coming weeks or months. I'm just kind of testing this out to see how I feel about it. Right now, I am not offering any personal readings. I'm just doing this because I felt led and guided to do this. But I'm not doing any personal readings right now. Perhaps in the future, under special circumstances, I will do a personal reading, but not right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you stick with me through this process and that we're going to grow together and see where this takes us. Thank you for joining me. I wish you a great beginning of the month, beginning of 2018. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the future. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.